Hello. This is the second video after the first one I've done at the airport. And I'm gonna tell you about what happened with the company Israir and why you should be careful about this company. It's kind of tricky because it's not 100% their fault, but mostly. And according to as well to the local country law. So if you're gonna be taking the company Israir to Tel Aviv, all the fly mostly start from Sharm el-Sheikh. So if you land up in a different airport than Sharm el-Sheikh, let's say for example you land in Cairo or Hurghada or any other airport. So if you're gonna fly from another airport from the one you land in to Israel, Tel Aviv, Ben Gurat, that's impossible. And I wasn't the first one, I won't be the last one, and nowhere online they told you so. So if you book through their website or through Skyscanner or any other like website of booking, there is no mention at all about that. So be careful again, they won't let you board. So it's cheaper to take a flight from Sharm el-Sheikh, but definitely if you're gonna be landing in another airport, wherever your nationality is, maybe other than Israeli, you won't be able to take a flight from Sharm el-Sheikh with this company to Tel Aviv. So I book a flight. Initially we land in Hurghada, south like Cairo, and I booked a flight from Sharm el-Sheikh because it was like less than half a price from Hurghada or Cairo, and it's straight fly without stop. So when you land in, they stamp you, of course, the air. I mean, like after doing the visa, like a stamp from which airport you land. I went all the way to Sharm el-Sheikh. Oh yeah, and another thing is there is no ferry between Hurghada to Sharm el-Sheikh since 2020. Even though the website is still open, I'd say you can buy your ticket to the ferry between Hurghada to Sharm el-Sheikh, but no way. So I went all the way to Sharm el-Sheikh, so basically a bus of 6 hours from Hurghada to Cairo, then another bus of another 6 hours from Cairo to Sharm el-Sheikh with many checkpoints, many control, and yeah, you arrive, you're exhausted. I went to the airport, went to the registered counter, and the woman looked at my passport and she say, "Oh, sorry, I'll give your passport to the manager, check with him and see if he let you in, but most likely you won't." Say, "Why?" Say, "Well, because you enter from different airport and you cannot like go to Tel Aviv from a different airport you land in." Say, "But doesn't mention anything online." Say, "Yeah, I know, but talk to the manager." So I went to the manager, talked to him. Bottom line, he won't let me in for the same reason. Apparently, there is like a law between Egypt and Israel that the charter flight of Israel you are not allowed only for Israeli, or if you land in Sharm el-Sheikh airport, then you can take it. Because basically Israeli can come up to Sharm el-Sheikh, but they are not allowed after Sharm el-Sheikh. So basically they are not allowed to come to Cairo or Hurghada or wherever. So that's a common law between the two countries. That's why. And the scam began there, kind of scam, because basically the people at the airport know you have no other choice than either go back to your initial airport, which is either Cairo or in my case Hurghada, take a bus or two, 6 or 12 hour, plus buy another ticket, wherever it's gonna cost you last minute. We all know it's gonna cost you really much. So they offer you a private taxi or wherever they work with a company to take you to the border of Taba, which is the Egyptian border with Israel. That's 3 hour drive, and that cost $250. So I took 5 minutes to think about it. I've checked online the prices of the ticket, checked everything. So basically, I'm gonna be losing more money and more time as I'll have to go back to Hurghada. So you're gonna end up taking the ticket with them or stay wherever that night in Sharm el-Sheikh, take a hotel or wherever. Plus, anyway, you have to go back to your airport and take a flight ticket. So you say, you know what, I don't care. I'm just gonna pay $250 and let's go. I know what you're gonna say. You still have time. Maybe you can go like a few days and buy a ticket, but one, you're gonna, as I say, you're gonna end up losing time and money for nothing. So I paid the $250 all the way up to Taba, and unfortunately for me, was Friday night. So by the time I reached Taba, was already like 9:30 p.m. So crossed the Egyptian border within 5 minutes, and took me 3.5 hours to cross the Israeli border, as I already explained on the other video, the previous one. So by the time I reached the other side and I crossed the border, was almost 1 in the morning. Meantime, while waiting, as I explained on the other video, I met a French girl. I say French, like, not like me, I mean like French, blonde, blue eyes, like 100% French lady, which happened to her the exact same adventure as me. The only difference is, of course, she crossed the Israeli border within like half an hour, 40 minutes, but she missed the same flight, but she landed in Cairo airport. She couldn't take the flight from Sharm el-Sheikh and end up paying as well $250 for the same taxi I took. And she basically arrived at like 9 p.m. I think, like barely 10-20 minutes before me. So basically they sending people who cannot board with this company they probably work with, each person $250, as they probably know they're gonna be many other people and we all can share the same cab. So basically they're making a lot of money. I've checked this online, the same company they're dealing with, the same service they do, the same car. So if you take a minibus with other people, will cost you barely $80. If you take private car for yourself, it will cost you $110. So this Israir or whatever staff or manager or one of them is definitely working with this company, charging us $250, and basically they take their commission and they sending different cars with different people, each one of them 250 instead of 110, and they getting their commission. I would like to have feedback from Israel, or maybe the staff they doing this. Maybe there is no commission, there is nothing, but definitely I've seen the price for the same company and it's maximum $110. So that's $140 extra, probably for them. Is there an agreement? Is it just a personal thing? Or is it someone using this company to make like some money? No idea, I don't care. But at the end of the day, I don't regret paying the 250, just like for me, whatever is happening between them, official or unofficial, from the company or from just a person, that's definitely a scam. So unless you really have plenty of time, you don't care doing 12 hours back or 6 hours back to your airport, buying a last minute ticket, you rather, or you better stay in Sharm el-Sheikh for a few more days, buy your ticket from the main airport you land in and go there. So yeah, be careful of how you're gonna where you're gonna land. If you're planning to go after Egypt to Tel Aviv or wherever, just be careful of this scam, check the prices, and if you are not in a hurry, you better stay there. In my case, again, I don't regret it. It saved me time and money. Well, not much money, but yeah, it saved me time anyway. And yeah, as I mentioned, I was kind of unlucky as I crossed the border by almost 1 in the morning. Was Friday night, Saturday morning, so it was Shabbat for them. And basically, there is no bus, nothing from the border to Tel Aviv. So I end up taking another taxi from the border all the way to Tel Aviv, which was about like 4 hour drive, which I share with this French girl, and it cost us almost 400 euro. So we split, we each one of us paid 200 euro. Again, we could have spent the night in over there, take a hotel or whatever, but again, we've been like after like 12-hour bus ride, plus we've been awake since like almost 40 hour. Yeah, maybe was a bit more wise to sleep over there, but honestly at that time, at that moment, I really didn't care about money. All I need was to reach destination, have a good sleep in the bed, and wake up the day after. So I wasn't like at that moment like 200 euro difference wouldn't make like a big deal for me. So I really didn't care. So yeah, that's the experience. Hope you learn from my mistake, and yeah, watch out for Israir. I mean, like airline, that you don't get caught doing the same mistake as me. As normally they are supposed to write somewhere online for like other website to tell people that if you land in different airport that you cannot take this company from another airport from the one you land in. So that's been for a while. The guy on the airport told me it's been happening for a while. A lot of people happen to them, like me, like this French girl, like many other. And so far, they haven't done anything to mention online that you cannot take this company from a different airport to land in. Again, please, if Israel can hear me or figure out something, if it's just a mistake, even though to be honest, I don't think it's a mistake or whatever, should be like communication between you guys and the other website company mentioning that when somebody gonna buy the ticket, to tell them be careful, if it's not the airport you land in, you cannot board on the flight. So please do mention to other company, booking company, to mention that on their website, or do it yourself. That's say, have a good trip everyone, and enjoy your day.